Hey guys, Tremor back here again. You're probably wondering. Oh snap! All right, so you're probably wondering, what am I going to be talking about today? Well, I may not post this or I may, but basically, if you're not into basketball, you don't have to watch this video. But I just wanted to make this because it's just opinionated, and this is my opinion on Lonzo Ball. What do I think about him? I think overall, Lonzo Ball is one of the best point guards so far in history. Why? Because he actually serves the purpose of a point guard. A good point guard knows not to score too much or too little. Also, a good point guard knows that assists are basically one of their main focuses. Why? So if you ever look up the definition of a point guard, I know what you're probably thinking, Trenton, why would you be looking up the definition of a point guard? Well, I wanted to because I was like, maybe I might be point guard one day. And I know a lot of my teammates will probably laugh at me for saying that because they don't believe in me. However, I have something that they really don't have sometimes. And I have something that they usually don't even have, which is confidence. And I think when it comes to being a point guard, you need to know that the purpose of a point guard is really just to direct the team's offense, according to Google. Okay? That's somewhat what it said, or exactly what they said on Google. Direct the team's offense. And so, mainly, if you notice Lonzo Ball, he does not usually just hog the ball. You know what I'm saying? Lonzo, what he does is he's getting all types of assists. I believe, actually, he is the leader of assists currently right now. And so, when it comes to getting assists in basketball, he is like one of the best players that does this. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Lonzo, if you notice how he plays, he's very quick. You know what I'm saying? And this is one, even in reality, this is one of the reasons why UCLA is doing so great this year. They may not be the number one team, but they're doing, great. You know what I'm saying? Even, I don't know, I think it was either TJ Leaf or Bryce Alford. Don't quote me on this, but I think it was one of his teammates. I'm just going to say it was one of his teammates that said, ever since Lonzo was on the team now, I can just play better. And I think one reason why is just because of Lonzo's pace also. As a point guard, you need to make sure that you're not just rushing. Okay, what I'm saying? That sounds so weird. I say okay what I'm saying. But not only that, you need to also think about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And so as point guard, purpose is to direct the team's offense. You shouldn't be trying to just completely hog the ball, get a lot of points. If you notice, Lonzo Ball, he gets, I would say about on average maybe, let's say about 15 to 12 points a game, okay? Maybe sometimes he'll go to the 22 or 20 range and whatnot. But mainly he gets somewhere around 12 to 15 points, I believe. And, he gets about, I think, 10 or 8 assists, I think. Or maybe even more than that. And he gets, a few rebounds. And he gets his blocks occasionally, I believe. And so, switching hands, by the way. If you don't know that, I switch hands in my channel when I'm filming. But basically, also, if you ever watched the Arizona game that they recently played, I think about last month. Either last month or either about a week ago. About a week ago. That song is so old. But basically, if you watched his style, I think this was one of the games where we saw him, kind of having some difficulties. You know what I'm saying? Because Arizona, they could have won that game, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But if you notice, Lonzo, he was making assists, man. He even made one assist where, I believe it was, I think Leaf dunked. Yeah. So and then he also made another assist where another one of his teammates dunked. But one thing about Lonzo, he makes assists. And as point guard, I hope I'm not sounding too repetitive. If I am, tell me in the comments. Also, you can tell me what your opinions are on Lonzo Ball. I would like to see them. But if you notice, Lonzo Ball is not a ball hogger. You know what I'm saying? Lonzo, what he does is he'll score his threes occasionally, his jumpers, his layups. I'm sorry it's getting so dark out here. I waited a little too late. And not only that, he mainly gets assists. Now, like I said, I also recommend if you're going to be a point guard in basketball, maybe high school, middle school, even elementary, make sure you're serving the purpose of a point guard, like Lonzo, okay? Because Lonzo, I believe the last game that he played with Chino Hills in the high school game, I don't think he was a point guard right then. I think LaMelo was, because I know it's Lonzo. Excuse me, that sounded weird. Lonzo was, he was not getting, like, he was not directing, you know, offense that much. He was mainly getting his points, his dunks and stuff, his alley-oops and whatnot. And so if you notice, he you know, we've seen a change in him somewhat. And also, if you notice, he's probably, like me personally, what I've noticed, he's not getting as many points as he was getting when he was in high school, you know, I believe. All right, if you disagree and want to actually tell me the truth on that, be free to. I'm not gonna hate you for like being like, hey, you're wrong, you know. But that's what I noticed. You know what I'm saying? His points have decreased significantly when he went from high school to college, and so I think definitely this is probably gonna happen to all the other Ball brothers, because high school and college are different. College and NBA are different. Not only that, somebody's going to put defense on LaMelo, LiAngelo, and Lonzo one day. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, like, strict, tough defense to where they can barely get out. You know what I'm saying? I remember, like, I love the confidence that they all have and their father's confidence. And then even, like, what's his name? Yeah, because LiAngelo was like, nobody can guard me, which is great. But, I mean, I'm waiting for somebody to guard me.